Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off in the flat. It's Lynch.
You're better off just rolling it down the field, the 40-yard line, than kicking a line drive to number 15.
And here he goes. The quarterback is on the loose. Here's Post up the middle. Post has got a seam and he's gone. Purdy makes one-man miss, spins away from a second. 10, still alive at the 5. Play action, Black to throw. Caught by Soden. Finley to his left, throws across the body, looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. Meanwhile, handoff. He's gone. Look out. To the house, Emmanuel Post. They're going to air it out. Deep down the near sideline. Touchdown, London! Unbelievable. The holder is Sabati. It's clean. The kick is up. Good. And good. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Concord. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you, getting set for our Friday night's New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Week number 6 statewide, some Thursday night football here in the capital. 2 Division I teams with winning records. As Memorial comes in at 4-1, the Crusaders have won 4 straight. Concord, they're 3-2 following an impressive win over Wyndham. The lights are on. It is bright. And when we come back, we will have the coin toss and the opening kick. We'll also get Steve's keys to the game. Thursday night action coming up next on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. It's presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your your team today. Colonial Printing is family owned and celebrating 50 years of quality print services for New Hampshire businesses and can help yours as well. Whether it's creative design, digital or offset printing, or banners and signs, with state-of-the-art technology, unlimited industry sources, and the ability to think outside the box, Colonial Printing will help you get your job done. To see their full list of services, promo products, and portfolio, or to request an estimate, visit colonialprintingnh.com. That's colonialprintingnh.com.
Well, we're back here at Memorial Field. Lost a tight one. They have not lost since. 4 straight in-state wins has Memorial at 4-0 officially in the NHI AA standings. Meanwhile, Concord, they've had a good season, including a big win last time out in week number 5 over a very good Wyndham Jaguar team to improve their overall record to 3-2. We have an onside kick attempt to begin the game on this grass field. Concord signaling that they have it. The officials trying to get to the bottom.
And they do.
And it looks like the Crimson Tide
you're going to see this
are going to be given the football.
This is well rehearsed. Extremely well rehearsed. He kick a roll into and at the ball. Nick, what a terrific play by them to start the ball.
Well, the officials just got together and reversed the call.
Wow, I wonder why.
Memorial is going to,
Coach Cook, I'm not happy.
in the end, have the football. And you, Cork, to let the officials hear it. Memorial, they do.
Look to me like Concord had it, Nick. Oh, that's a big turnaround right there. They're still communicating with each other right now.
Yeah, they're still talking it over. The Memorial offense is on the field.
Yep.
As is the Concord defense. Just underway.
I wonder why they're talking. We could get another replay. I don't know if that's possible or not, but here it comes. Let's slow this down and see what it. Now watch the kicker go into the first Crusader at attack. Watch him. He pretends he trips. I'm joking. It looked to me. Yeah, this would be Concord ball. I thought so.
I'm going to determine whether that was ball. Official ruling was that it wasn't the full 10 yards.
I thought it was.
And that he recovered anyway. Either way.
Well, we could look at a replay.
Either way, a very strange start as we see the call literally flip twice.
Yeah, I thought it went 10 yards myself.
So now they say, indeed, live football recovered by Concord. They have the football at the Memorial 49-yard line.
Yeah.
First down and 10. First look at Cole. What's the
like the way he ran, Nick. Pretty impressive runner. Like the way he lowered his shoulder there. It gets through the hole quickly. Bear in mind, this team was, I believe, if we're not close to even at halftime against Londonderry. So I haven't seen Concord. This is my first look. But I have to tell you, offensive line fired off the ball very well.
2 receiver look with a wing near side. We got a flea flicker.
He's got him open.
Nyhan going deep, looking for a man, and the catch is incomplete.
That's one of the best defensive back recoveries, Nick, I've seen this year.
That's Trevor Craig, the intended target, who left his feet.
Who's the gentleman that came in? Yeah, Look at this recovery right here. Perfect timing. Shoulder right into the ball. Right there.
Jacob Schuff,
Well,
who's one of their two-way stars and better athletes, the junior.
Pass complete to number 8, Benny Ryder. That's good for a Crimson Tide first down. Pelletier with the tackle for Memorial.
nice work.
8-yard completion, enough to move the sticks. So it's Colby to Ryder.
Concord offensive line, Nick, doing a good job here.
I'm going to bring 3 receivers near side. Now shift 1 to the far side wing. Pistol snap, handoff right side. Through the hole goes 5'10", 165-pound sophomore on his second tote, which goes for 5.
Watch number 10 here, kick out block. Does a great job following that out block inside. I believe it was number 10. And looks Travis Dunbar. If we can see that again, it was a terrific block. And so far, Nick, again, I've been looking really at it. And they're not.
Handoff up the middle on second effort. It's Tim Fabula, one of the plethora of running backs for Coach Corkum, a 5'8 junior on his first take.
Yep, nice run.
Going to carve out 3 yards to set up what looks like a 3rd and 1, maybe a 3rd and 2 here.
Nice job by the linebacker. I couldn't tell if that was number. There you go.
This drive, of course, began at midfield, following the onside kick recovery. Give it down from behind.
That's an excellent non-call. The big number, was that 8? Was 2.
2 is
Ron.
6.
I think it's 82,
Coulon.
Nick.
Excuse me.
You watch this young fella from behind here, the way he comes in and the hustle and the speed. Always love backside speed, Nick.
It's a loss
like
of
that
1.
Defensively.
Sets up a 4th down and 2. Nyhan on the sneak.
He's got it.
Going to plow straight ahead. He's inside the 25. Memorial saying he's short.
No, I think he's got it.
The officials yet to weigh in here.
It's all going to be on the spot, but to me, he broke the plane. Yeah, first down.
They're going to spot it just inside the 25.
Impressive drive, a clock killer, Nick. We're already approaching 4 minutes. And, anytime in high school you can put together a 6-minute drive on the ground and execute the zone. That's a big advantage at the beginning of the game. Sets the tone early. The thing that I'm one motion penalty, and we've had a few trick plays involved. They get through the line quickly. Offensive line's firing off early, getting low man position, doing a good job here. Coach Corkum's team looks for real.
Crusaders trying to crowd the box. Concord looking to go outside with
Nice
Trevor
defense.
Craig. Can't find the edge.
Wow.
Stepping up to meet him. That's the junior Pharrell Therencial.
And a host of 3 others.
Yep.
Very difficult up here with the lower lights across there in the visitor section, Nick, to be able to read these numbers. From Concord a little bit easier because they're dark uniforms and white letters.
Some of those numbers, those jerseys are scrunched.
Yeah.
Up near the chest pad, the shoulder pad area.
They are. Hard to read. But I'll tell you, not hard to watch that defense.
No.
Chase down that edge there very nicely by the Crusaders.
2nd down and 12. Going to stick with Fambula as the tail in the pistol. Nyhan a long count. Going to hand off right side. Trying to bounce it is Fabula. This time he does get the corner, goes out of bounds.
Well, he's got some speed, some outside speed there, Nick. Thought they had him. I think they thought they had him behind the line of scrimmage, and he just beat the angle.
They're going to give him the 16-yard line.
Yeah, well, that's going to be real close right there. It looks like a timeout by the Crusaders.
Looks like about a 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yep.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also, MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. New Hampshire Tomahawks showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. And finally, by Colonial Printing. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Start your next project today at colonialprintingnh.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you from the Capitol. Thursday night football. 4 games statewide scheduled for tonight. Kind of a unique Week 6 thing. And, of course, it's the first of a triple letter for us here at Friday Night Lights. Tomorrow, huge Division I showdown between Pinkerton and Bedford. We'll be at Bulldog Stadium at 7 o'clock. And then Saturday, a Division II showdown between Pelham and Manchester West. Out of the timeout, Nyhan on a 3rd and 3. Sees his options limited, trying to escape to his right.
I think he's short.
And, yeah, he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Sack for no gain.
He got a gain. He
got maybe a yard there. You're right. Either way, 4th and short coming up 4th and looks like a long 2.
Big play here in the game. Yeah. All that work offensively, opportunity for the Crusaders to change the momentum. And
down 2. Concord already 1 for 1 on the drive on 4th down.
Big
as we approach the midway point of this opening quarter. Drive of the game. Nyhan, eyes downfield, rolls right, throws, and it's dropped along the sideline. Incomplete. Brett Tuttle, one of their senior leaders, so short-handed usually.
It's one of those plays that you in the game, and if you're not victorious, it's one of those. But give the Crusaders, when it came really important, Nick, they hung tough on the chase down those outside runs. Were able to force that 4th down position when it came down inside the red zone. Always look at a good quality team when it gets in the red zone. They stiffen up defensively. Coach Sturgis has done a terrific job with his staff in this last 4 years.
Quarterback is Brady Harrison for the head off Jacob Schuff. Loses a yard, 2nd and 11.
It's kind of interesting. Both of these coaches are basically come in the same time, have the same amount of years with the teams, and piece by piece, step by step, Nick, these teams are getting better. This is a big game. You're talking about Bedford tomorrow. Of course, top of the heap, big game, but this one is as well for both of these teams to establish and come home with a win because it's going to have playoff implications without any question.
Both of these teams jockeying for playoff positioning. As we know, 13 teams make it in Division I. Run option to the right side on 2nd and long. Same result.
Yep.
Nowhere to go. Brady
Spot
Harrison runs out of room there on the edge as Concord with a swarm of Crimson there, forming a wall to bring up a 3rd down and 8. Harrison does carve out 3.
Number 2, Jackson, I'm going to say Ferrer. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I wanted to call out his number 2 there. Jackson did a great job of a good form tackle on the outside. So see what Crusaders can do here.
Under center, Harrison going to pitch it. Schuff turns it up. Hill looks for the got it. Bench. Schuff lost the ball apparently on his way to the ground. It's recovered by Concord. It's the second live fumble that the Crusaders have gotten to in this opening quarter.
We'll see if we can get another look at that.
It was a delayed call, and now we're getting...
Here we go.
The Concord offense is on the field as we get a look. Shuffy had the first down marker.
Yeah, it was out.
And it popped out.
Yep. Tough for us to see on the other side of the field.
Yeah. On first down, up the middle. It's Fambulo who's been busy.
Yes, he has.
The junior with his fourth carry. He's very close to the first down stick.
Yeah, this offensive line for Concord, Nick, is a this is a motivated group. They are getting off, firing off the ball. The offensive line.
Ball's out.
Tim Fambulo on the carry. Fumble on the play.
Parades around with the ball.
I think it's going to be good or right on the line, Nick. It depends on where they spot this ball. It was recovered clearly in the end zone by Concord, I believe. But the question is how they're
And yep. So he was in.
He was.
Number 9, Kobe 9 sets the kick. Number 12, Roman Art on the hold.
Yeah, swinging gate.
Everybody in normal formation
Nice
for
kick.
Nyhan's kick, and that one's
Wow.
sky high, up and good.
Looks like a nice tool in the pouch there. He has some serious distance on that.
So it's the home team that strikes first. Opened up the game with an onside kick recovery. Their opening drive got into the red zone, but didn't produce any points as they gave the ball back on fourth down. However, the Memorial offense fumble proves to be unlucky as Jacob Schuff spent good 7-0 here with 4 minutes and change to go as Memorial
Costly.
looking to bounce back here on
match teams, Nick. Right now, Concord's just delivering on the offensive line and getting some pretty aggressive.
Shuff. Williams back to return for Memorial. Number 9, Kobe 9.
Where they're away and got to change the trajectory of this game a little bit if they're going to have a chance.
This is Schuff. Mishandles the initial catch. Recovered.
Number 11, Cody Haskell on the tackle for the Crimson Tide. Brings up a first down and 10 from the 30-yard line for Memorial.
We can pack it up and go home. Nope. I don't know what the capital city, whatever it is. And they're going to go
Got
right
an
back
opening.
to Shum on the right side. Going to dance along the perimeter and roll his way up to about the 35-yard line for a gain of 5.
Good defensive speed here on this Concord program, Nick. These guys are all over the place, and they're chasing down the edge.
Ball on 35.
See that well, Nick.
325.
Harrison on the carry. That's good for Memorial, first down. Number 9, Kobe 9 with the tackle for the tag. First and 10, 43-yard line.
So you want to take my...
Glenn, where's you on the carry?
He comes up. That's a great form tackle right there. Comes in low. Wouldn't surprise me if because he understands how to get body position, and then he continued to drive his legs. Just a textbook tackle.
Second down and 9 inside of 2 minutes first quarter. You know, spun down by the jersey, lucky to hang on to the football, is Harrison. Had the grip there with one hand on his way to the grass.
Number 79, I believe.
Yeah, that's Concord's arguably best player up front. That's Wayne Gutierrez Sakini, 250-pound junior.
Bring it, man. Watch this guy come through the defensive line. His handwork and hip work to gain leverage to get in the backfield has really impressed me in this short period of time I've been able to watch him.
It's a
good-looking player. Call.
The officials look at one another. Well, nothing yet. Great job by Schuff to grab that one and maintain control. The question is, did he get at least 1 foot in? Conversion catch along the sideline by junior Jacob Schuff.
And it is a hold.
Is going to get called off by the game's first accepted penalty either way.
What happens, he drops back in that play, and then he starts rolling out.
Catch for Memorial.
But still, 4th down and a long 15 here coming up. So we head towards 25 seconds to go in this opening quarter. So I'd imagine Memorial is going to send the punt unit onto the field here, and it looks like they are. Coach Rob Sturgis, now in his 7th year as Crusader head coach. Got his team on a 4-game win streak here, looking to improve to 5-1 overall and 5-0 against in-state competition. Fourth down on the other side as we hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Concord here in the Capitol. Thursday night edition of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week continues next. Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Second quarter. Memorial Field in Concord. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. Week number 6, action statewide. First of a triple header for us on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Concord and Memorial. Crimson Tide caught everybody by surprise. Opened the game with an onside kick. Scored an 18-yard touchdown on the ground from junior Tim Fambula.
He got it away, barely. Good
and
kick.
Now Memorial. This one goes all.
Half 3, but he said he wasn't going to take any chance. It's on the 5. Great kick. Don't let it roll in. He downs it. But boy, that was so close to being blocked. At the same time, got a great kick away and a great roll.
So, Concord football on the ground in that first quarter. They're going to set up their third possession at their own 5-yard line.
Yep.
Crimson 3-2 overall on the year, and includes a 3-1 NHIAA record against in-state opponents.
Yep.
And as you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, hung around with perennial power Londonderry back in week number 3. But really, so far, the biggest achievement, at least in the minds of many, last week's win over Wyndham, really kind of solidified their spot as this club
14-12
is not going to be.
What was the score of that game?
20-15.
20-15.
Last
Yeah.
week. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It just. The football, and that's so important. And to me, that's a big difference in the game. The offensive line is really dominated. Crusaders have had some good runs, had some good fires off the line, but not to the same degree that Concord's been able to do when they on their drive. But again, it's still just 7-0.
Yep. Of course, a lot of that group that won only one NHIAA game a year ago, most of that group back up from one of the bigger senior classes Coach Corkum has had. Going to start the game here, or start the drive, with Colin Savard on his third carry to the right side. Going to get 2. Not much there. As again, Memorial has really had the luxury, Steve, of being allowed to have a 3-man front because, well, the 3 guys they got listed as starters are all pretty big.
Pretty big.
Certainly more than capable.
This offensive line is more than capable as well, and I think that they got to bring in another. They did. They brought another defensive lineman in. I think hopefully that will help for the Crusaders' sake. That'll help them.
2nd and 8. Up the middle. There's a hole there.
Good-looking runner.
It's the quarterback, Colby Nyan.
Didn't look like there was anything there, and he found a seam.
Yeah. He
knifed his way through, drove his legs.
It's not going to be enough, though. 3rd down and 1. Ball spotted just outside the 10-yard line. Well, Colby Nyhan, he was asked to do a lot last year as a junior. Of course, he's been the quarterback, the kicker, the punter. He's checked in on defense throughout his career. And found some early success, as we mentioned. Going for win number 4 tonight has looked good in the process.
Nice cut outside.
And off here to his left, that's Savard. Savard with more than enough to move the stick there.
Great cut outside. He reads extremely quickly. Here on the replay, he step up. His foot. Was
2 minutes gone by.
Lighter.
That breeze has turned into a howl. Nyhan, again, deep in the backfield here in the shotgun set. He's got a 5-receiver approach. And now they're going to blow this dead before the snap.
First, looked to me like a false start, Nick. That's the first. I think it's the first motion penalty we had in the game, right? Had a holding.
Yeah, we had a hold, and that was it.
Yeah, it was it, yeah.
In the first quarter. This is the first penalty against Concord.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Legal shift.
Legal.
9:40 left on the clock. Back him up 5.
False start, yeah.
First down to 15.
Don't know why he
just
put
one
his hands
penalty
on his
each way.
hips in that call. That's always been offsides defensively for me. Usually it's false start, but anyway, nevertheless, it's a 5-yard motion penalty. So, first one.
It's the same set here as well. 5 receivers. Empty look. Going to move Fambula back into it, take the pitch. Going to spin and stay on his feet. Looking to break to the outside, Tripped up after crossing the line of scrimmage. A long, loud run of 2 there.
Boy, he was getting lined with the outside corner, I believe it was, coming in. Unless they had a linebacker stepped out there, I don't know. But he was coming in, and
That may have been Thorential.
and he made a nice twist, got away from it, and got almost back to the line of scrimmage. Lucky he did.
The junior defensive back has been active for Memorial in this first half. Well, they say Fambula actually lost a yard on that previous carry, so it's 2nd and 11. They fake to Fambula this time. They keep it with Nyhan. He breaks a tackle.
Yeah.
Squirms his way upfield for a couple more, but the officials are going to say his knee hit the grass.
It did. And give this defensive line and defensive secondary kudos, Nick, there for what a great job they did staying home. They did not chase that motion, that pitch, and they stayed home on backside, and the quarterback starts going on the opposite side, and he runs into 3 different Memorial defenders. That's just good, disciplined defense right there.
Good pursuit by the nose.
Yes.
Darius Rodriguez, a sophomore, who has played well in this first half. So here's the Memorial defense's chance to get off the field. 3rd and 11. Ball at the 18-yard line. Concord needs a big play here. Trying to get to the 29. Nyhan drops back. Escapes to his right. Pump fake. Now going to tuck and run. Looks for the sideline. And he's close to the stick.
My guess is he's a little short, Nick, if I have to guess, but that was one heck of a run. Little surprised he didn't cut back upfield on that last tackler, Nick. I think he may have had it, but he may still have it. But it's going to be really, really close.
They're going to spot him about a yard, maybe a yard and a half short.
He must have gone out of bounds then because.
So a good effort.
Very good effort. And it looks like they're going to kick.
Yep. Concord's going to bring the punt unit onto the field. They've hogged the ball here in this first half. Already know 5 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Give Memorial credit on that defensive stand there. These guys are coming right at you. This Memorial standing right up on this defense and gradually evening things out here. They just need to get that offense going.
Here's the punt. They take a bounce in the middle of the field. Off the high bounce, here's Schuff.
Don't stop. Just keep running.
Barely crosses the 40 before he's met and stopped by Ben Ryder.
It's hard to see, Nick, when you do that, but you're going to see the ball bounces in his hands. At that point, shoot the vector. Don't slow down. Accelerate full speed. Take what's there. Oftentimes, you can break that tackle, and then you've got some serious green space. You're going to see he makes a cardinal mistake. Stop. Don't stop. Keep running. Don't stop.
So, third possession for the Crusaders.
They have an opportunity to even this thing out, Nick. 6:46 left in the half. Big drive right here for Memorial.
Their opening drive ended on a lost fumble. Drive number 2 resulted in a punt. Against the 4-man front, here's the fullback. Left side across the 45 to
nice
the 46. Wrapped up and stopped by Travis Dunbar. Third carry of the afternoon, or the evening, I should say, for Mo Alanwaraju.
Nice lean forward there, Nick. He was met at the 2 with a 2-yard gain, and he was able to keep those legs moving and drive forward and fall 2 yards more. So that doesn't look like a lot now, but 2nd and 6 is a lot better than 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that's a good point. Double wing here. Fake
nice pitch.
And here he comes. This is Schuff. Took a big hit.
I'll tell you.
Able to hang on to the football, though, and he's close. Across midfield. I'm going to say he's about a half yard or so shy. Looks like 3rd and short.
I've seen 20, 30 big hits in the first half already, Nick. These guys are playing their hearts out. This team is, neither one of these teams is afraid to hit in football. That was just a great job by 21, winning the battle. Who was that? 21.
Angelina Rodriguez.
What a terrific job of getting separation. He had his eyes through the blocker. Did a terrific job.
5'10" senior came at full speed.
Get separation.
3rd and 1. Back to the fullback.
He's got it.
Olanwaraju. And he's going to give the defender Galbraith a little bit of a ride there as well. So low to the ground. Good sportsmanship.
Yep, very good.
Between the two as they shake hands as well, but it's a first down for the Crusaders.
You don't hit and play football like this with this kind of passion, Nick, and not, generally speaking, be mean in between the whistles. But, these guys are well-trained. I'm really impressed with both of the discipline of both of these teams. Some of those fumbles, Nick, were just massive hits. You can, still got to hold on to the ball, don't get me wrong, but
right.
They were jarred loose just to do a passionate play on both sides.
Got a timeout here on the field as Concord is going to spend their first to give their defense a bit of a breather.
I'm sure, go ahead. I'm sure Coach Sturgis, real quick, Nick. Sure, Coach Sturgis is more than happy to grind this clock down and get some points on the board at the very end and not give Concord another chance. That's, I'm sure, what his goal is. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all right. Just going to remind our viewers that we're right back at it tomorrow night in Bedford. Big game. Pinkerton and Bedford. Bulldogs, the defending champs, put their undefeated record on the line against Premier Power Pinkerton. That's tomorrow night, coming away at 7 here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Out of the timeout, Harrison back under center. He's going to put Schuff in motion. They're going to stay with the fullback, who was met in the hole and dropped. Well, Ken Mercado, one of the senior leaders, listed at 5'10", 250, credited with the stop there. No gain for Alanwaraju. And a 2nd down and 10 coming up. Already inside the 5-minute mark. Fast-moving first half here in our first Thursday night game of the year. Harrison, long count here. 3-man front for the Crimson.
Oh.
They stay with the quarterback. Good fake. Gets to the 2nd level, and he's got a first down.
Just having
he
that
somersaults inside the 35.
Yeah, that's a quarterback that doesn't want to pitch the ball by nature, Nick. That's just a terrific job right there. Watch him sell this fake. Look at it. Looks outside, reads that end 45, sees him or the linebacker coming, taking out the outside edge, cuts right inside him. What a terrific, look at this. This is just great work. Good job, good block there by number 55. Really appreciate these good blockers on the ball. Let's call these
Meanwhile,
guys.
It looks like Harrison has just changed the play.
I don't see a 55 on Memorial, do you?
And now they're going to blow it dead as a 5 flies.
Or is it 85? Might be 85.
Again, just one accepted penalty each way until now. A false start. It's going to cost Memorial here.
That may have been Cam Wing that caught a nice block there. This is the, 3rd penalty of the game or 4th?
3rd combined, 2nd against Memorial.
Yep.
We've had to eat 2 for 15, just 1 5.
Well, If you're going to have a penalty, have it on first down, right?
1st and 15.
Yep.
Harrison again takes his time before crouching under center. The tight end to the right side, rather. Big hit
Fumble.
here. Ball came out. Yep.
Fumble.
And Concord's got it for the 3rd time in this first half.
You know, let's face it, Nick. This is coming from intense defensive hits.
A loud pop in the hole there. It's Nate Galbraith. We mentioned the senior's name just a moment ago.
More than once.
Comes away with the leather there, and he's all fired up on the home sideline.
Watch this stick coming up, Nick. Look at this. Bang. Coming right up.
Olan Waraju never had a chance there as he was smoked.
Good job.
As soon as he took the handoff. Special teams take away 2 by this Concord defense. They've got a 7-0 lead. They're going to run a screen on first down, and making his first catch is one of the, I think Savard it is. Savard is going to get 5 there.
Yep.
Set up a second. Again, this moving towards highlights. What's this? There's 3 other games statewide tonight as well. Special Thursday night out-of-town scoreboard. All that and more coming up at the break. Concord a 7-0 lead. 18-yard touchdown by Tim Fambula back in the first quarter. It's been the difference on the board so far. Meanwhile, 2nd down and 2. Nyhan a long count. Turns to his left. Handoff. Savard spun down at the line of scrimmage.
This guy, number 51, is putting together a nice body of work here. He's in the backfield.
Memorial co-captains Juan Pena Ramirez, the junior.
Yeah, all I need is a half to see, Nick, and you can tell if there's good offense and defensive line coaching. And I'm going to shout out both of these.
Yeah.
Both of these programs have done a terrific job. These guys know what they're doing. They know how defensively to get separation. Offensively, they know how to push the offensive blocking to an edge. Just doing a great job. Nice catch.
Nyhan going to find his receiver. That's Ben Ryder, and that's his 2nd grab.
Yeah, what a nice reception.
He's going to roll down to the 45-yard line for a gain of 5. Meanwhile, the clock continuing to tick. Down to 2 minutes now to play in this first half. Concord trying to double dip.
Well, I have to tell you,
as they'll receive the kickoff to begin the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they will, but let's not forget this kicker. Remember when he kicked the extra point? I'll bet you they get inside. I'll bet you he could do a 40-yard kick, Nick, with that leg.
Yeah, that's Nyhan, who's the quarterback here. Going to take the pistol snap, hand off. Savard, little stutter step to his left. Not going to get much, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think he
Again,
needs...
it's Pena Ramirez on the stop for Memorial. Minute 15 to go. 1. Concord 41. And roll. Touchdown
from a rollout.
Trevor Craigu, the senior.
Some arm strength there.
Craig had not just 1 or 2 steps, but he had plenty of.
He's a good kicker.
And good. 14-0.
I'll tell you, that arm.
Officially. Belong to Concord, and they both were on the scoring plays. That's where we are, 14-0.
Yeah, I have to tell you, that was pretty. Ball was fumbled, but
it came out. But the officials, I believe, say the return man was out of bounds.
Yeah, he was. Yep, that's what they're saying.
When the fumble occurred.
I mean, you're right. That is what they're saying, I believe.
Concord celebrating, but the officials are going to talk it over. We've seen a few of these kind of weird sideline plays in this first half.
Yes. I don't know if we can go back and look at that touchdown again, but if that's in the queue.
They are going to give it to Concord, Steve.
Holy smokes, another one.
Wow. So that's 2 on special teams. 2 loose balls recovered on special teams, 2 takeaways.
Here it is. Here's the touchdown.
Defensively.
Now watch the space that this offensive line is. No, that's something else. Okay. Well,
Concord's got time to add to the lead here, and again, slated to get the kick to open up the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, turnovers are really beginning to become a deciding factor, in the scores, Nick. Here we go.
Love to make it a 3-score game and a half. Nyan again going to air it out. This time it's intercepted.
Yep.
Got greedy, throws a pick in the end zone. Schuff was on that one the whole way. The junior had his eye on it, pulls it down with a couple of feet to spare in that back.
Thought they would go for a couple of 15, 20-yard passes, cross patterns, or something like that. Try to get down with it, and then who knows, they could take a shot or two at the end zone. But they're going for the whole ball of wax, and he in position, strong position to receive that ball. Nice interception, good defensive backfield play.
First takeaway for Memorial. 51 seconds. Harrison going to drop back deep, thinking about it. Now will pull the trigger. It's up for grabs near side. It's bobbled and incomplete. Yep. Tipped away. Good coverage by Angelino Rodriguez, who had a word for the intended target.
Nice job defending.
And Brandon Weaver in the area for Memorial.
He's playing way back. Yep.
So both quarterbacks slinging it around here at the end of the second quarter.
Yep, that's a good job. He didn't try to screw down, didn't get beat. Don't get beat in this situation. 42 seconds left. Keep that ball in front of you. So even if they do make a reception, Nick, you can still make the play and make them earn it, so to speak. But nice defensive play there by number 21.
See if the Crusaders go back to the ground here. They will. It's Bailu on the pitch. Bailu makes a man miss. First down.
Smart kid getting out of bounds.
Yep, at the 32-yard line. Gain of 12 there.
Yep. I mean, it's a long way to go, but that's what you want to do. There's nothing there. You get tackled inbound. You're going to either use the last time. One time. They don't have the timeouts on the scoreboard, so I don't really know how many they got left.
I think Memorial has 2 left.
2 left. Okay. So they have 1 to burn, but don't really want to burn it there.
34 seconds.
I would expect a rollout and a pass here
from their own 32. Harrison back under center. Drop back again.
There's a rollout.
Yeah. Going to plant and throw.
And there's the pass.
It is incomplete. Jarred loose. It looked like at the last moment by the DB. That's Brett Tuttle. Poked it away from Schuff. Incomplete. And a second down coming up. Tuttle, one of those veteran returnees on both sides of the ball for Concord.
Concord doing a great job defending, keeping those receivers in front of it. You would stay behind them so you can come up and make the tackle. The clock is the enemy here, and don't let that body get behind you. And doing a good job so far.
Well, Harrison, same look. One receiver, left side, two wings. Three-step drop, quick throw, and incomplete. Diving attempt there by the defender. But they say it hit the grass first. That's Tuttle. So now 3rd and 10 here, 21 seconds. Well, if you're wondering, Concord, I believe also, Steve, has one timeout remaining if they're thinking about possibly getting the ball back here.
I don't think that with 21 seconds, well,
they get a stop, they may want to force a punt. We'll see.
With an arm like that, you can take an end zone shot. So good point.
Pitch. Near
Nice
side.
tackle.
Schuff in trouble. He goes down.
Really impressed me, this young man.
And there is
Number
the
10.
immediate timeout.
Yep.
As Coach Corkum does want to preserve clock here. He's going to stop it with 15 seconds.
Yeah, there's going to be a kick
Outstanding
here.
tackle here by Travis Dunbar, who has checked in defensively here time and time again tonight.
Don't be surprised if Concord goes after this kick, Nick. He'll position a couple of guys back, but I wouldn't be surprised for a second if they.
Yeah, the football is at the 27-yard line.
Yep.
And as
15 seconds, pretty tight though.
As we saw in the opening play of this second quarter, the Concord special teams nearly had the block punt.
Yep.
But it's been a precarious first half for Memorial as they lost what could have been two possessions. The game's opening kick was an onside effort covered by Concord. Earlier in the second quarter, a short kick was mishandled by Memorial, recovered by Concord. And, of course, this Concord defense has recovered two fumbles in its own right. Memorial a moment ago had the interception in the end zone as their lone takeaway.
Yeah, they're coming after it.
Protect him here, and he just gets it off. That's Harrison with a booming kick.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's going to roll inside the 40. The clock is going to tick down towards 5 seconds. This one is touched up at the 36, and the clock is frozen with 5 seconds to go.
Well, there's athletes on both sides of the field, Nick, but I have to tell you, Concord right now, they've got some players that on both sides of the ball are just they're tier 1 athletes, Nick, tier 1 football players, and I can see now why they've given teams, and they have the record they have, and why they've been successful. I've really been looking forward to seeing them.
Well, the only loss,
not a lot of video out there to see
for Concord, came against Londonderry and an out-of-state opponent in Malden Catholic. First half belongs to the home team. 14-0 Concord. Crimson Tide set to receive the opening kick to begin the third quarter as well. But between now and then, a lot to get to. A look back at this first half, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, and an out-of-town scoreboard to get to as well. There's 3 other games statewide on a Thursday night tonight to kick off week number 6. So a lot to get to in just a moment, plus the on-field entertainment provided by the Concord Marching Band as well. For Concord at halftime, you are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Colonial Printing is family owned and celebrating 50 years of quality print services for New Hampshire businesses and can help yours as well. Whether it's creative design, digital or offset printing, or banners and signs, with state-of-the-art technology, unlimited industry sources, and the ability to think outside the box, Colonial Printing will help you get your job done. To see their full list of services, promo products, and portfolio, or to request an estimate, visit colonialprintingnh.com. That's colonialprintingnh.com.
Crimson Tide Marching Band would like to take a moment to recognize this year's seniors. Iris Argue, Adarsh Batari, Aiden Blanchard, Jacob Rose, Addison Kane, Bailey Chislett, Ava Conlon, Damon Corbett, Phoebe Dater Roberts, Ava Eager, Tristan George, Emily Griffin, Charlie Hopkins, Lincoln Hoyt, Elza Jacobs Zaman, Keegan Labby, Daisy LaPlante, Nick LaPaw, Rebecca Manso, Deborah Nishimwe, Merrick Oxnard, Gabriel Peterson, Milo Rachelson, Michaela Root, Carl Siriano, Parker Steinberg, and Robin Whitney. Congratulations to the marching band seniors.
$14-0. Concord leading Memorial at halftime here in the Capitol. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals, part of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Two Division I teams looking to get back into the playoff hunt for the first time in a while. Concord just one in-state win. Already 3 in the first 5 tries into 24, including a win last week over Wyndham. And based on the results of that first half, I'd say Coach Corkum pretty pleased with the way the home team performed. They got started in surprise fashion. Opening play tonight, an onside kick recovered by Concord. Set themselves up with a short field, but they couldn't cash in as the drive sputtered out in the red zone on a 4th down. But the defense, Johnny on the spot, they force a fumble on Memorial's 3rd offensive play of the night and recover in Crusader territory. Drive number 2 did produce points, an 18-yard touchdown run from junior tailback Tim Fanbula. Extra point by Nyhan, 7-0 Concord after 1. Second quarter. Memorial started to move the football, but again, fumbleitis. Crusaders, as they normally sure-handed fullback Mo Allen Wajarju was stripped at the line of scrimmage. One play action pass. Colby Nyhan hooks up with Trevor Craig. Extra point by the quarterback. Good. 14-0 our score. And then with 1:06 to go on the ensuing kickoff, tragedy strikes Memorial again as one of the up men fumbled the kick, recovered by Concord for the 4th time in that first half. However, Concord with their eye on the end zone, they throw an interception. Nyhan picked off by the defensive back Jacob Schuff. Gave the Crusaders the ball back. Final minute or so was uneventful, and that is where we are on the eve of the 3rd quarter. 14-0 Concord, leading 4-1 Memorial at halftime.
Turnovers, and turnovers. You just can't have it. I don't want to say it's the only difference in the game, Nick, but it's a major contributing factor. Memorial's offense, I bet you if you do time of possession, I'll bet you it's 3-1. in Concord's favor. But let's not underestimate good offense and defensive lines on both these. But some of the Concord, Nick, and the fire they're playing, controlled fire. And in other words, it's white hot, but it's controlled and it's very disciplined. And their offensive game plan and their offensive line and the way that their running backs and quarterback runs through the hole. Good play calling on the pass plays. I give the offensive coordinator a lot of credit for the sequencing of the play calls and just the athleticism on the field execution. But I know Memorial, we were talking, Nick, and I firmly agree. Memorial, as of right now, maybe a player or two different, where Concord's got the advantage, I think, on a couple extra players playing at a high level at skill positions, which are having a huge factor. The defense is reading hits, Nick, that are jarring balls loose and contributing to the turnover differential.
It may also be the coldest night of the year.
Well, you know where I am during basketball season, my good friend. You always say that.
Sunshine.
You want to come in, you lower your shoulder into the breastplate where that breadbasket is for the ball, Nick. That's been happening. You look at some of the hits, the form tackling. I just think both staffs has done a magnificent job gradually and steadily building these programs. You're going to have either one of these teams come in town. They're going to give you a good hard battle, and that's teams going to be contending.
Streak online. Not a game on the road to the season. 4 straight and opponents hope to escape here. Come back in the second half with a 5-1 overall record. Concord would love to improve to 4-2.
Oh yes.
And really 4-1 against in-state competition.
Think about that. Puts them in really good position.
Yeah.
And everybody wants that home field playoff game.
Into the season. But these two teams, no matter what the year, no matter how many playoff teams may or may not get in, they'd certainly be on the list here.
Got to be.
And have been impressive through the first 5 weeks of the season. They've been impressive again tonight. Crusaders, though, without a point to go, going to have to do here defensively to begin quarters. They're set to go from the Harrison with a line drive down the middle. It goes unattended.
Nice kick.
Into the end zone for a touchback. As Craig let it go.
Is it me or did it drop down another 3 or 4 degrees in the last 10 minutes?
That's what it feels like. But according to the good old phone, it says 48, which is what it was more or less at game time.
On my way back, I saw a group of Salem coaches. Schedule.
Salem, quote-unquote, upset Pinkerton last week to hand the Astros their first loss. First play of the third quarter is a give to Savard, who was busy in that first half. Only going to get one. Tackled along the near side, I believe, by Ryan Nightingale.
You get the feeling, Nick, that next score.
Also, Nightingale is a little banged up, going to jog off the field here.
Yep. Boy, his speed, Nick.
He played well in that first half.
Big, rugged guy, and he's got some speed. Field and game speed that's impressive.
Second down and 9 after the 1-yard gain from Savard. They fake to Savard. They roll out Nyan. He's got him in, and that's
Well
Dunbar. Wide open in the flat. First down and then some. Going to maneuver along that sideline before finally stepping out of bounds across the 40. At about the 43, it's a gain of 22.
Crisp. Every blocker's in the right place, Nick. Nice fade on the outside towards the past the hash marks, Nick, and just a great little quick play action and roll out, and he just fired it right where it needed to go for him to turn upfield and get some yards after the catch. That's just a well-executed play.
Fourth completion for Nyhan. Threw for 3 for 49, including that 41-yard touchdown strike.
He's
back
impressive.
In the first half. First and 10 from their own 41 against the four-man front. Nyhan back to the air. This time it's dropped.
Little behind
Dunbar
him.
again the target. You're right. You saw the senior have to twist a little bit there. Couldn't haul it in.
Still a catchable ball, but it is. It was behind him. So
it falls off the junior's hands to set up a second down and 10.
I'd like to say congratulations to our first half fans of the game, Luke Ireland.
I saw some good, Nick, and I don't know.
It's hard to navigate. Frankly, there's a lot of people here.
There is.
Didn't really touch on the crowd size earlier in the broadcast, but it is noticeable. We're basically at capacity here tonight for a Thursday night venue.
And the band sounded great.
Look out, Nyhan running wild. First down and all the way into Memorial territory at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 18 for the quarterback.
Yep.
Nyhan was busy on the ground in that first half as well. 5 carries, 21 yards on ripped off 18. And that, of course, on the heels of the 22-yard completion through the air. So Nyhan, the veteran starter, one of the senior leaders here, very impressive tonight. Trying to make it 3 first time, capitalize. Just over a minute gone by, third quarter. Nyhan with 3 receivers right side. It's Craig in motion. They fake to Craig. They keep it with Nyhan. He's going to scurry to his right. Takes a hit along the sideline and is tackled inbounds a little short of the marker. About the 31-yard line. Hang on, though. There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Aside from the flag, though, Nick, you assume this is a holding if it's out there, usually most of the time, or maybe an incidental face mask. I didn't see anything like that, but I really like the game plan here that Coach Corcoran is going after it with the running game. He's got a great asset to turn the ball upfield. He's hard to bring down. He's very elusive, very quick, just a good runner. And why not keep going after him? But in this particular situation, this hold is going to set them back 10. Wow. And about 21 yards out of first down territory with second down. So actually, that'll be first.
First holding penalty tonight against Concord.
No, the other one was Memorial. You're right. Yep.
Crimson only penalized once in that first half for 5 yards. Meanwhile, this one is not going to get off the ground. They're going to blow it dead.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in this thing where if you're Concord, where you're just giving the ball and then at the same time as you're giving it, you're losing field position.
Yeah.
And Memorial, if they don't execute here, they could get some good field position here to
back-to-back penalties against the Crimson.
Yes.
So a false start.
And they're correctable, but they're not incidentals. These are
and now you got a first and 25 to deal with.
Yes. It's all of that for sure.
Back to their own 46. 5-man rush from Memorial. Going to roll out here. Nyhan is
great
hit
tackle.
And dropped. Tackled at the line.
32.
That's Caden Pelletier.
Nice job,
junior.
Caden.
Had him on the radar there, drilled him.
That's not an easy guy to get a good grip on, Nick, with both arms. And if you look at him on the replay here, you're going to see he stayed extremely square. We talk about this all the time on Friday Night Lights. It boils down, generally speaking, to blocking, tackle, and turnovers. And he just does a great job of breaking down, not allowing himself to get juked, and makes a nice tackle there for his football team.
Second down and 24, 2 minutes in, third quarter. Nyhan bobbles the gun snap, picks it up, and now has to scramble. Going to roll to his right, eye downfield, but he's hit and dropped again.
Memorial not giving up on anything here.
That is Leadham Adomini, one of the sophomores.
Yep. Good tackle.
So Adomini.
A lot of good football education going on here, Nick, of how to block and tackle. The technical skills of these young men has been fabulous. And both teams one of the most.
That one technically a sack.
Yep.
Results in -4.
Big play here for Memorial.
3rd and 29. Nyhan again in trouble. Throws a screen, but it's not
nothing doing.
Going to fool the Crusaders as Darius Rodriguez.
Great coverage.
Able to sniff it out. As he's worked his way up and down the defensive line.
Darius and then trying to support instead of staying with his man. That's exactly what he did. And he's given his team an opportunity to probably get some at least midfield, Nick, or well, maybe not midfield, but they get a good run back here. They could get there. So,
the football's at the Concord 43.
Yep. Wow, he's given him a lot of kick room like there. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, he was way too deep.
The return man is Schuff. He's going to stay away. This one's going to roll to the 30. No, the 29.
I don't know about you, Nick.
Or it's down by the gunner, Ben Wright.
Yeah, kick range. Don't know why he did that.
Oh, respecting that leg of Nyhan.
Yeah, but
perhaps.
I mean, if he's kicking like that, he needs to go down to Foxborough and walk on. Because
especially on a night like tonight.
On a night like tonight with a cold brick. So, don't really understand that. If he had played normal high school distance, he would have been able to field that ball and take a run at it. But anyway.
Well, as a result, Memorial will take it just shy of their own 30.
He may have been instructed to do that, Nick, just to say we want the offense to get the ball, no mistakes on a cold night.
Right.
So,
especially how the first half went. Meanwhile, Pelletier takes the snap, and he's immediately hauled down.
That looks like a person.
Bailu, who had played out of the slot
in
that first half, took, I believe, the direct snap there.
We'll see.
Instead of quarterback Brady Harrison.
Personal foul. Face
right,
mask.
Steve.
Yep. When you see them go like that, flags in the air, basically like a washing machine springing open and everything popping out, yellow. It was all over the field.
Suddenly, penalties biting Concord here. Just 1 for 5 yards in the entire first half. Left side run. He's going to follow that left guard upfield for about 5 yards. Tripped up by Rodriguez.
Yep.
And Dunbar in the area for the Crimson as well.
I mean, it's not crunch time, Nick, but it is a time that Memorial has done a great job on defense, getting their offense the ball back. This is a time the offense has really got to try the best they can to make a stand here and change the trajectory of the game and hopefully get themselves, for their sake, within 1 score.
2nd down and 6. Harrison. No, it is Bailu again.
Great hustle.
He's going to keep it right side. He's going to drag the pile.
Look at that.
Still moving.
That.
First down and then some as the herd continues to graze all the way to the Concord 40-yard line. That's a gain of 12 on a rugby-style play.
That is something else right there.
12-yard pickup.
So in Concord territory, we'll see if they can execute here as far as don't give the ball away. Work your way methodically down the field.
Concord was able to keep Memorial out of the red zone in that first half. Owen Shawaru spun down. Hit by Zakakini.
2 on the play. 2nd down and 6.
It's Wayne Gutierrez Sakakini. We mentioned him. Starting to pile up some tackles up front for Concord. Olenjuaro, meanwhile, with his 8th carry. 6 for 23 in that first half. 2 for 8 here on this drive in the third quarter. We're at the midway point. Memorial trying to get on the board. Olenjuaro again. They're going to pound it up the middle. Second effort is going to push the pile again. Down inside the 25 to the 23 before it's all said and done.
That's a heck of a good run right there. Offensive line firing off the ball well, firing out a little bit lower as well. They're winning some of these battles here against the Concord defensive line, Nick.
Olenjuaro with his longest run of the night at 12 yards there. Crusaders knocking on the door of the red zone for the first time tonight.
No feed.
Tight end right side in motion to the left. Another quick hitter to the second level. Olenjuaro upended by Dunbar at the 10, maybe the 11-yard line. That's close. Yes, it is. A first down.
So many teams, Nick, 14-0 cold night. They don't play with a sense of purpose, but this Memorial team is playing in the typical Sturgis form that I've seen ever since he started coaching. Win or lose, they don't go down easy. I remember that game in Goffstown 3 years ago, Nick, where I just saw the kind of, that mentality on the field. And with this group here, there's nothing less. They're going after it, everything they have.
Now in his 7th season, Coach Sturgis.
Impressive.
Watching from the sideline here, his team's most impressive drive of the night. Left side run. This time the plot foiled as Josh Giordano, one of the senior linebackers, makes his way into the hole for the tackle. Olenjuaro with a 4-yard run again. Owen, the only back. They give it to him. He's hit right away. Second effort, trying to bounce it. Twirls his way down inside the 4, maybe the 3-yard line.
He can get a first down. I mean, if he gets it, looks like about the 1.5, Nick, would be about the first down range here. He's got to be pretty close right now. They're looking down the line. And are they going to call a measurement? Nope. He's going to say it's about a foot.
Well, Sawyer McCready with potentially a game-saving tackle there for Concord.
So 3rd and a foot.
Yep. Inside of 4 minutes, another fast-moving quarter here in Concord.
I don't think you're going to see a field goal try here, Nick. I think it's going to be, this is 4-down territory.
It's
they got
a 14-point game.
14-point game, exactly. And you know.
They want to make it one score here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what you need.
Bailu, a little hesitant under center, looks to each direction. Crouch back underneath. Concord crowd in the box. Snap taken. Handoff left side. No, he fakes the handoff. He keeps it himself, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. A 3-yard scamper for the co-captain, Colin Bolo.
Well,
the senior able to take over as the quarterback on this drive, guide his troops down the field, and cap it off with a 3-yard score.
That's just a great job. You know what the key is here? They had that pitch man, Nick, out deep, and the linebackers were looking beyond the quarterback for that pitch. Watch. And he acts. Wow, what a great job decoy that. It's a lot different, 7 than 8. Oh,
and it's a bad snap. Fielded by Harrison off the bounce. He runs to his left, but he's tackled shy of the goal line.
Yeah,
so the 2-point try ultimately fails, and it stays 14-6. But Memorial gets what they wanted, and that's to trim the lead to 1 score.
Yeah, boy, that came out like a lame duck, Nick. That snap. I don't know if he was. Whoop! Now we got something. We have a Memorial player that went over and was in the mix with the Concord players, and then I saw the flag go up. So I don't know if there's some sort of a battle going, but you're out here trying to win a football game. You have to maintain your composure. They were in a little bit of a, you could see that there was 2 or 3
Concord players
right around him, and they were jarring back and forth.
I think it's going to go against Memorial. They're back up
That's
the Crusaders here on the upcoming kick.
You're here to win a football game. You just got yourself back in it, and now you go back 15 yards in the kickoff and change the field position. Because once you can get back around your 40, 45-yard line, the risk that you can open up in the risk plays you can open in your playbook are clearly there. Just a costly penalty and just a senseless penalty, really. But it's all part of learning. I'm surprised he stayed on the field. I'm surprised that Coach Sturgis didn't have him come off, but just kind of have a little discussion about getting things back in sync.
Kick from Harrison. Pretty good boot down the middle, a squib. Fielded on the second hop by Craig. Makes a move to his right. Turns on the gas down.
Kind of pumping them up a little bit, so that's good.
It's a fine line to walk.
It is a fine line to walk, Nick. It really is.
You want to have your teammates back as well.
Absolutely. These are young fellas. They're learning, and
some of the emotions here
spilling out.
Starting to come out with 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. 14-6 Concord. They've got the football. They hand to Savard, and he is stuffed.
This defensive line is solid.
Memorial swarming to the football again. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Darius Rodriguez, one of the last to leave the pile for Memorial. Ryan Nightingale, Jaden Queilan, they've all been very active tonight. We tick towards the 2-minute mark, third quarter.
Memorial got to make a stop here, Nick.
2nd and 9 for Nyan. Going to call his own number. Going to come straight ahead. Going to run into some resistance. About 2 yards shy of the first down.
So impressed, Nick, with both of
Got
these.
Stuck there by Udamini.
So impressed, Nick, by neither one of these teams are backing down. I mean, it's so easy on a cold night you're in a war and you feel like. What did they say there? Somebody win the raffle or something? Or
somebody's birthday.
Oh, all right.
Well, no singing yet. But yeah. It's been a night of celebration.
Yeah, you don't
some
want
of the senior members of both the band, the cheerleading, and the dance teams were honored before the game. Meanwhile, we got flags here, and another pre-snap penalty on the way.
Pretty sure that's Concord, Nick, as far as a false start, and that's 4 penalties on Concord, Nick, in the second. I think they had
in the third quarter
only 1 motion penalty the whole first half, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right.
They've got to correct these penalties because
just before it's picked off. I think that was Landon Murphy.
38.
Trying to get the number.
38.
Landon Murphy, the junior, with the interception.
Well, 36. Nick, I mean, if I choose 38 on a 36 with how difficult it is to read, I'm not doing too badly.
Either way, it was Murphy who made a spectacular
what a great effort.
Shoestring grab there as he dove headfirst and barely
both these
picked
teams
it up off the turf. So the Crusaders take over at their own score here, trailing just over. quarter.
That's games that came to play. It's fun to watch. Really appreciate their efforts.
Olin Waraju, first down carry, left side. They've called his number over left guard a lot tonight.
You can see why.
He gets two, maybe three there. Yep, up to about the 42, a gain of 3.
Yeah, there's that interception right there. What a Johnny on the spot, never giving up. What a great job. Number 36, right you are, Nick.
Second takeaway tonight.
Nice job, Landon.
By the Crusader defense. They had an interception in the end zone. Great.
So well.
Still on his feet inside the 40. They finally mark him down at the 39-yard line.
I don't know what Coach Sturgis said at halftime, Nick, but whatever he said was pretty impressive because there must have been a good locker room in halftime for Memorial because these guys are coming out. You know, not easy to do at 14-0. You're down in a cold night, getting colder. And these guys just bringing it.
They have made the switch to Colin Bolu. He's going to keep it with the junior. He's going to maneuver left side. He's going to make another man miss before finally tumbling down near the first down marker.
Well, these are just good calls, Nick, because Concord very aggressive. Linebackers stepping inside, going for it. It's opening up by keeping it because they are going after. They're buying the fake, and this kid's doing a terrific job selling it.
That's it for the third quarter.
And Nick, I have to tell you, I'm buying it too because I'm watching that runner thinking he's got the ball. He's doing a terrific job.
Hard to diagnose. All right, can Concord hold the lead, or does Memorial come back to steal the win on the road? Fourth quarter on the other side. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in the Capitol. Concord with a 14-6 lead over Memorial. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week presented by Beals Insurance. Concord built up a 14-0 lead on the heels of 4 takeaways in the first half. Memorial, though, with a big answer. They switch quarterbacks in the third quarter. They give the controls to this kid, the junior.
Almost broke it.
Colin Bolu. He's going to run down to the 21-yard line and pick up another Memorial first down. He scored the Crusaders' lone touchdown back in the third quarter, a 3-yard run.
This is the way I used to call games, Nick. I'll tell you, did it for 13 years, and I'll be honest with you, there's nothing like calling the same thing over and over and saying, you stop it, and then I'll change it.
Right.
And that's exactly what Coach Sturgis and staff are doing, and it's been very effective. Boy, you got a quarterback that can sell a fake like that. And he's just strengthening his running back because now eventually they're going to have to key on him, and that'll open up room for him. And there it is right there, and that's why he's got it.
He goes straight up the gut, pushes the pile down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line before Nyhan finally brings him down. That's another carry for Olin Waraju, who has been very busy tonight, leading Memorial with now 12 carries. That one goes for 11. Or no, I'm sorry. That one goes for 8.
8, yep.
To set up a 2nd and 2.
But they're working out a little niche in the play calling here right now. They're just doing a great job. Offensive line's doing a terrific job following their blocks. They're executing well, and they're following through on the mission of the plays the way they're designed.
Long count for Bolu. Takes the snap. Handoff. Olin Waraju. Down to the 10.
You know it's working.
They never actually brought him to the ground. They whistle him down at about the 6-yard line. So that is enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard carry.
Concord faithful here hanging around. But this is
quiet.
no small crowd here, Nick. This is a great
quiet
crowd
right now as Memorial has put everybody on edge.
This is just gradually taking over a game.
First and goal from the 5 coming up.
They own the third quarter. We'll see who owns the fourth.
Nearly 2 minutes gone in the frame.
Closest game we've had all year in the fourth quarter.
Yep. They keep it with the quarterback. A stiff arm, but Dunbar is going to hang on for dear life before a wave of crimson finishes him off. Good job in pursuit there by Ken Marcato.
Going to have to do something different when you get inside the 10-yard line, Nick. There's far less ground for those defensive backs to cover. So in that situation, you just don't have the area, and at this point, they're going to have to look a little deeper in the playbook in order to be able to get the yardage that they need, Nick. Because
they lose 2 there.
Yeah, they lose 2 because calling the same plays, and you're just too deep in the territory. What have you got? You've got about the end zone and, 8 yards to cover. That's 18 yards, Nick. That's a lot different than when you're out in the 40.
Meanwhile, it looks like Memorial may be having an equipment issue.
Yeah, they were.
As Bailu had to run off the field. He was clutching his helmet.
Yeah.
Harrison comes on and is now in the Memorial huddle.
Yep.
And the Crusaders are going to have to hurry to the line of scrimmage here.
Yep.
Second down and goal coming from the 7-yard line. Olenwaraju is the lone back. Harrison under center. Schuff is the wing to the near side. They hand to him. It's the fullback again, the senior. Trying to get low, trying to stay alive inside the 5. They whistle him at the 3. We're going to have a third and goal coming up at the 3, following that 5-yard multi-body carry for Olenwaraju. He's done a lot of squats tonight for sure.
It's going to be an interesting call, Nick. It's very easy to come out quickly and say, got to go for the touchdown of 4. I think if they lose yardage or they get back to the line of scrimmage, my guess is they'll go for it, but possibly not, because 9 points would put them within 1.
See if they can score here on third
one
down.
Score.
Hand off. Olenwaraju, second effort.
Yeah, they'll go for it now.
Flop forward, and I think he's short.
Yeah, he's short, but they're going to go for it with it. I mean, he's a foot away, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they're going to spot him inside the 1-yard line.
So my guess is here they're going to go. What a play.
4th and goal.
I'm not saying the game comes down to this, Nick, but
4 minutes into the fourth quarter, it's our
changes things.
Our biggest play so far. Bailu under center. Concord with all 11 in the box. They keep it with the quarterback. He's going to fight his way towards the goal line. Is he in?
Yeah, he's in.
The officials say not so fast. Now they say touchdown.
Yeah, clearly was in, Nick. I'm surprised they took that long.
A 1-yard touchdown for Colin Bolu. His second touchdown of this second half, and Memorial now a 2-point conversion away from tying the football game.
I mean, you talk about, remember we talked at the opening of the second half, Nick, I talked about time of possession. And, clearly Concord probably had a 3-1. I would argue it's the same here for the Memorial in the second half, Nick. This is just good job controlling the football. So you think they're going to try to tie it here? I would imagine they will, and they are.
Looking like they're going to go for 2.
Yep.
Trying to tie the game at 14.
Why not? You're still within a field goal going ahead anyway. Might as
Bolu
well go.
Under center. Puts a man in motion. Going to drop back here. Going to step up in the pocket. Scrambles left. Trying to keep his feet. Now his eye on the end zone. He's going to be surrounded and stuffed about a yard short.
He's short.
Concord able to rally to the ball. Now a late flag is thrown.
Wow.
Well after the whistle.
This is going to be an interesting call here.
Big stop by number 34, Nate Galbraith.
For that down. Oh, sorry, 2-point saying stop.
Yep. They're going to. Did they pick it up or?
It is a personal foul. It came after the run.
So it'll be assessed on the kick, right?
And it's against Concord.
So it'll be assessed on the kick.
Yes. Yeah. So the 2-point try fails. It stays 14-12.
A lot of emotions in this game, and you can see why, Nick, with these two teams. They're kind of fighting for that upper tier in Division One, and this game is going to be a divider, kind of a separator, if you will, in that. I don't think if it stays this close, something like this, that's one thing, but I don't see either one of these teams giving up, Nick, right down to the last 7:43 here.
They both have a lot to play for. As we talked about coming in, Concord at 3-2, overall, 3-1 against in-state competition. Has a chance to really stay alive in that upper echelon of Division I teams. And, of course, Memorial, they've got a 4-game win streak on the line. Their only loss came on opening day out of state down in Rhode Island.
Malden Catholic, right?
No, that was actually Central Providence.
Central Providence, that's right. Yeah. Who else?
Concord's out-of-state loss was against Malden Catholic.
Yeah, Concord, right. Yeah. Had my notes crossed there.
The point being,
pre-game study was
both
crossed.
of these teams for the first
they're
time
going for it.
in several years with a lot to play for here in week number 6.
And that went 10 yards.
This time the surprise.
I think Concord got it, though.
Initiated by Memorial. It was Concord who.
I thought Memorial had it initially, but I think Concord. There was another. Yeah, they got it back. Boy.
So, Concord survives the surprise attempt as Memorial tried to give the Crimson a little taste of their own medicine. We saw that on the opening play of the game.
They almost had it. 2 excellent onside kicks, Nick, we've seen tonight, in my opinion. Well executed, and I think high school football, you're generally kicking it down to the 15-20 anyway, if you're lucky.
All right, let's see if this offense can get into gear for Concord. They're going to throw on first down, and there's the slant. Brett Tuttle on the reception. It goes for 12 and a first down. That's his first catch tonight.
Yeah. Cornerbacks really playing back there, really playing soft, Nick. We're not going to get it in that particular screen, but you could clearly see that he was playing way off. You don't want to play prevent when you're down 14-12. You got to keep playing the game aggressive.
Of course, that reception triggers the clock as well. So we move towards 5 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Savard with a jump cut. Going to lean forward and pick up about 5.
Really like the way both of these teams run the football, Nick. I think they do a great job. Looks like somebody is up. That maybe should be a shoe tie, a cleat tie. I don't know, but yeah, I think
a hunched-over Memorial player who is now back.
Yeah, he's helping his pal
up on his feet. That's, of course, the very busy Jacob Schuff, who has played both ways and on special teams tonight. He's the safety defensively. 2nd down and 6. We head towards the midway point of this fourth quarter. Concord looking to protect their 2-point lead. They hand to Savard. He gets to the hole, but then he's repelled immediately.
Just the way both of these teams are playing, Nick.
Hit and dropped at the second level. That's Isaiah Elijah. He's played with emotion tonight. He picked up a penalty earlier.
I see another penalty, Nick, flag go out.
See a big tackle here.
Another penalty flag went out. It had nothing to do with contact. If this is another one of those personal fouls, unsportsmanlike conduct. Wow, Nick. Yeah. I got to tell you.
And it's against Memorial.
You're trying to play a game here, and you just, wow.
Well, it may have been for some talking after the tackle.
Yeah, it had to be. It was well after the play was done. Somebody walked back and was jarring, and that is
as you mentioned, Steve, that's the second time we've seen that in the second half against Memorial.
This is just
that's a costly one.
That is a hugely. You're basically giving your opponent 15 yards field position and a momentum change. You're allowing your opposition to play downhill against you. I don't. Wow.
1st and 10. Handoff. Stuffed up the middle. Nowhere to go for Savard that time as a big white wave.
Yeah, this is a time here, Nick, where the captains of the team have got to get these guys,
rein everybody
in because nice defensive play there.
By the way, Savard lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
He was. Yep.
The officials give him the benefit of the doubt.
He was.
2nd down and 10.
It's been a while since I've seen a half go by this quickly. This is a fast-moving second half. Yeah, really, yeah.
I mean, the whole game here, Steve, is only 104 minutes old.
Yep. That's 104 minutes old.
I was waiting for that.
Uh-huh.
In other words,
I had to process it for a minute.
An hour and 44 minutes. We know Matt Beals knew what I was talking about there.
Yep.
Nyhan on the stretch run, trying to find the sideline. He's going to be
really close, but I think he's going to be about a yard short, I believe.
He's at least a yard short.
Yeah, maybe more, to your point.
They're going to stop him at the 25 right there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got about 2 to go. So now, Steve, this is the make-or-break point, perhaps, for Memorial. Trailing by 2, we're inside of 5 minutes.
But don't underestimate that.
We got a third 2 on the way.
Penalty, Nick. I mean, that's just
a killer.
I mean, I've seen him at other times that, you shouldn't do that, but that's right in the critical part of the game.
Going to sneak up underneath.
I don't think he got it.
The center, take the snap, plunge forward, and...
Oh, they're giving him a good spot. He probably earned it. That's going to be really close.
Trying to find the 23-yard line.
This may be a measurement here.
A lot of close calls.
Yeah, this may be a measurement right here.
Yep. We're going to stop the clock with 4:55 to go.
Just 2. Yeah, you want to be sure.
All right.
4:55.
So while we await the chain gang, we remind you that Steve and I and the rest of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire crew are in action tomorrow night.
Barn burner.
Epicenter of the state is in Bedford for the home of the Division I champion Bulldogs. They take on Pinkerton. Astros Bulldogs tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Bedford 5-0, Pinkerton 4-1.
Yeah.
Looking to get back on track after suffering their first defeat against Salem last week.
Bedford's going to be really tough to beat tomorrow night, but Pinkerton is a team that everybody has felt that there was a shot to do it. They were certainly in there. They lost to Salem. So let's just say tomorrow Pinkerton beats Bedford, just for discussion purposes. Yep. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but looks like they got a first down. So you have Salem beat Pinkerton, Pinkerton beat Bedford, Londonderry beat Salem, and Pinkerton beat Londonderry. Boy, does things get into a complete mix there.
It gets even messier when you factor in Alver.
Yes.
As well. So it's one of those years where you said it best. It's kind of a round-robin situation. Tough for us in the media to rank them, but that's why we have the playoffs, Steve. It'll all sort itself out in the end.
Yes.
As it always does. Meanwhile, timeout on the field here. They did, as you said, give Concord the first down. So it's 1st and 10 at the Memorial 34-yard line coming up. Just inside of 5 minutes to go in regulation.
Salute both head coaches and staffs tonight, Nick, with the game plans that both of these teams have brought in. They're doing what they do individually best. I would say that the turnovers are a big factor in this game, but when you have 4 turnovers and you have at least 2 or maybe 3 personal fouls, one of them in the second half when you're trying to win a football game and you're making a comeback, changing the momentum of the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You know, that's just too much to overcome. But the way Memorial's been playing, the passion they're playing with, they're still in this thing.
Yeah.
But they got to make a stop here.
As you mentioned, the turnover battle heavily favoring Concord in that first half. 4 takeaways for the home team. Only 1 interception credited for Memorial through the first 2 quarters. The Crusaders did come up with an interception back in the third quarter, but still a 4-2 edge in the TO battle tonight favoring Concord.
Yeah, the one thing you're going to make those mistakes. Turnovers are going to happen. But the one thing you don't want to do is defeat yourself.
Right. Those so-called avoidable penalties.
Yeah, and turnovers are considered defeating yourself as well, but not in the same vein as something that you have completely in your control, and that is to maintain composure.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is sometimes a team is going to try to, if they know they can get to you, they're going to keep on needling you. You gotta stay away from it, and that's all part of the growing process that young athletes learn, and these guys are learning along the way here. But I'm sure Coach Sturgis would film game tomorrow, regardless of whether they win or lose, is going to want to correct that, make sure that doesn't happen anymore. But the biggest thing you got to do is have your captains, Nick, their fellow teammates, kind of say, hey, look, we're trying to win a football game here, and you got to refrain from that sort of thing so we have a chance. But
all right, 1st and 10.
Big downset here.
After a delay following the measurement. Nyhan is back in the pistol. The Concord senior turns to his right, hands to Savard, looks for a hole right side, and it's snapped shut pretty quickly. Leading the charge again for Memorial is Landon Murphy.
Yeah, he's an emotional player.
You see him pumping his fist there after another tackle.
Yeah, but he's been emotional all game. He's playing well. Very impressive.
Had the interception that we referenced back in the third quarter.
Nick, you had alluded earlier to the quality of this defensive line of Memorial, Nick, and there's no question both teams have good defensive lines, but I totally agree with you. These guys are stout. They have motors, and they play with a lot of stamina. They don't tire out. They keep coming.
3rd and 8. Big play here. They hand to Craig on a bounce, trying to find the sideline. Slips through a tackle, but won't survive the second hit as Schuff runs him down.
How about that, Nick?
Both Schuff and Albin Morin, the first to get there. Schuff finished him off.
It's a war.
No gain on that east-west run. And I thought that was 3rd down.
I did too.
Now they're saying that was second down.
That was second because, remember the long measurement, and then you had one play, and then this is the second one. So
you're right. So now we got 3rd and 8 coming up.
It felt like 3rd down. I agree with you.
And what is this? I believe another timeout has been called.
I don't know who called it.
No signal from the official.
I was too busy complimenting you.
I don't think we ever got a signal. Now we are getting one. There it is. Timeout Memorial.
Yep.
Comes with 3:24 to go in this 4th quarter. Reminder, after the game, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap. On-of-town scoreboard as well. We did not get to that at halftime. We will get to that coming up after the game. Thursday night action, first of a triple header for us here at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Tomorrow night we are in Bedford for Pinkerton at Bedford. That's a 7 o'clock kick, 6:45 pregame. And then on Saturday, Pelham. They bring the nation's 4th longest active win streak to the table against Manchester West.
That's saying something, huh?
We will be there live from the west side, 2 o'clock Saturday.
Didn't years ago Plymouth go with quite a run as well?
Plymouth owns the state's longest record.
That's what I thought, yeah.
57 straight.
Wow.
Which ended in 2010.
And Pelham has what now?
Pelham is 46.
40. Wow, closing in.
Meanwhile, out of the timeout, a slant is thrown in the direction of Tuttle, but it goes incomplete as the receiver never turned his head.
No.
A little mistiming on that route. Now a 4th down and 8 decision to make here for the home team.
Well,
3:24 to go.
Coach Corcom's got to go into that playbook, and it's 4th and 8.5, Nick. It's not 4th and 2, 4th and 3. So, if I'm Memorial, Nick, at this point of the game, I am playing tight, lockdown defense, and just do your best to chase the receiver deep. But what you can't do is just give up an 8-9 yard run here.
4th and 8.
Just go for it. Make it happen.
Nyhan going to roll to his right. Being chased, throws off the back foot. He's got a man. The catch is made at the 10-yard line.
That's too soft. Yeah, that's why I said screw down, go after the receiver, play him tight.
That's Rodriguez.
Yep.
Pulls it in at the 9-yard line, and that's a 1st down for Concord.
Well, you're going to look at here. That's just too soft on defense right there.
A 15-yard gain through the air.
Yeah, somebody missed their assignment here. That's the cornerback's responsibility for that play, Nick. They had 2 receivers, 2 defenders on 1 receiver, and then it was just late to come to the party right there. You really need to line up, play man-to-man, and let their best against your best. Calculated mistake. Let's see if they can still hold him out of the end zone.
Instead, it's 1st and goal from the 9. The hand to Savard, a stutter step to his left, trying to lean forward, hoping to sniff out the 5-yard line.
Yep.
He's tackled there, and now we have a timeout from Coach Sturgis. Well, he's going to go for broke here. He's going to use another timeout. After the 1-yard gain for Savard, the clock is stopped with 3:09 to go.
You got to give the Crimson a lot of credit for that execution, Nick. That was I said, what has Coach Corcom got in his playbook? He kind of delayed the receiver, kind of shielded a little bit, read the coverage, and great job on the reception there. Great call, good execution. That's one of those plays in the game. You got to close the deal, right? Those are those kind of plays that close the deal. But I do believe that you've got to read that play and react. You got a safety. You got the 2 safeties back covering 1 receiver. There's no need of that cornerback being back there. He's got to be looking for the delayed receiver coming out, and just a little too soft right there. Got sucked in.
As you mentioned, great execution, good play call on that 4th down. And they get it done through the air as they have time and time again tonight. They've needed a big conversion.
Well,
we saw Colby Nyhan hook up with Trevor Craig on a 41-yard touchdown back in the 2nd quarter. That's the longest play from scrimmage either way tonight.
Yeah.
Just to give you a taste of what Nyhan and this pass attack is capable of.
Absolutely. Right before that play where I said Coach Corcom's got to go deep in the playbook and think of something that he can do to get some separation on a receiver. He did just that.
Let's see what they pull out of the playbook here. On 2nd and goal, Nyhan, the rollout, going to tuck, going to run, and going to score.
That's a great block there.
A touchdown of 5 yards for Colby Nyhan. Concord is going to extend the lead to 20-12 and now have a chance to take a 2-score lead with the extra point try.
I'm going to try to, I believe it's Jax Aaron Deshenko. Now watch 52 on this block. This is the reason he's in the end zone. 52 stayed with his block, pushed him downfield, and that's why he's in the end zone. It's always good to call the number of the guy that goes in the end zone, but it's the guy that hits the key block that sets him open, gives him some open space. What a terrific block and execution by Jax Aaron.
Critical
Deshenko.
extra point, up and good. Nyhan.
He's got a nice leg, got a good kick.
He's
good
3
kicker.
for 3 tonight. And that one's significant because it's a 9-point gap and a 2-score game now at 21-12.
Yep, all helped along the way, Nick, by a personal foul that gave them 15 yards deep in the territory that changes the options, makes the defense feel like they're defending deep in their own end. Look at that block by 52. He ought to be proud of himself. And a nice, good job following the block and lowering his shoulder and saying, come and get me. I'm not going to be denied the end zone there. Terrific job.
Diachenko, a freshman.
That's a freshman.
At 5'8", 210.
Yeah, let me tell you, they got themselves a good football player of the future. I'm sure Coach Corcom knows it.
All right, so now Memorial.
How about Nyhan, huh? What a game he's had.
They've got their problems here. Trailing now by 9 points with 3:02 to go. Well, they are down to their final 2, I believe, timeouts as well.
Give Concord credit, Nick, for grabbing the momentum back in the game, taking what's given to them and putting it to use.
Yep.
But I give the offensive play caller, whoever that is, a tremendous
Nyhan
there.
with a short kick. It's going to drift near side. It's played off the hop at the 35-yard line.
Got to blow that whistle.
Rough and tumble to the near side. Gabe Felch.
Got to blow that whistle there.
One of the sophomore fullbacks on the return for Memorial. So it's been Colin Bailu, who's been the man here in the second half. Took over for the starting quarterback, Brady Harrison, at halftime.
Yeah, I remember.
And led Memorial down the field for 2 consecutive touchdown drives. Going to need more than that here, though, down 9.
Well, they're down
just inside of 3 minutes remaining.
They're down 9, Nick, because they didn't get that 2 points in the end zone on the last touchdown. They've actually got no extra points. They had the fumbled kick there in the first touchdown,
right,
and then they tried for the 2. So there's 3 points left on the table. If they get those, even 2 of those 3, they wind up at 14-21 within 1 score.
Bolu on first down, going to air it out. Throws back near side, and the catch is made. Joel Gomez, sophomore tight end, his first catch tonight. It's a big gainer of 30 through the air for Memorial.
The best compliment I can give to both of these teams, and there's many different compliments you could give and drum up, Nick, without any question, but one of them is nobody on this football field's given up.
No.
And I'm really impressed with that with both of these teams. Concord is not given up. Neither is Memorial.
Crusaders hustle to the line, 2:40 to go. Bolu on a deep drop. Airs
He's
it
got
out
him.
again.
He's got
looking
him.
down the sideline. It's incomplete.
Oh,
Knocked away there by Rodriguez, who had the inside position intended for Schuff. Second down and 10.
If we get another look at this, Nick, you're going to see some contact here. I don't know if it's illegal. I want to see it in slow-mo if we can. No, that's just a terrific That's terrific defense right there. Looking back, swiping out his arm. He has a right to release his arm like that. Watch this. This is just – now watch him turn around. Look at that. What a terrific defensive play right there. Those are game savers.
Second down and 10. 2:34 to go from the 35. Bailu. 3-step, 4-step drop. Going to step up, going to tuck, going to run.
Get
Sprints
out
to the end zone, the sideline. Still alive at the 15 before he's taken down by Tuttle.
Yeah. They have 2 timeouts
tackle
left,
made
right?
there inbounds, yes.
2 timeouts.
So they're going to stop the clock momentarily to move the first down marker.
Yeah, you want to get moving here. You should have 2 plays in your bag already.
Gain of 19 there on the ground for Bolo.
He's got to get him. Nice job getting these guys back down the line ready, making sure there's no offensive false starts.
Clock resumes, 2:10 to go.
Nice job.
On the rollout, Bolo throws, knocked away by Nyhan, poked up in the air, and intercepted, picked up by Sawyer McCready. 5'8" senior linebacker gets underneath the tip and hauls in the 5th takeaway of the night for the Crimson Tide.
Wow. You know, Nick, this game is living up to everything I was hoping it would be. It really is, in the sense of both of these teams competing hard. And it just comes down to some inside things at Memorial that happened with Memorial, Nick. I'm not saying the game is over, but certainly looking awful good with 2 minutes left here with really a 2-score lead, as to your point earlier.
Yep.
But really like the way quarterback. I'm just is it the quarterback of Memorial?
Bolo.
Really liked the way. Did you see how quickly he got to them to the line, settled it down? He threw a bullet, but it was well covered, and the bounce just didn't go their way. And now Concord's really in the driver's seat here.
2:01 to go on a 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line. Nyhan in the pistol. Handoff Savard, bounces right, cuts it upfield. He's over the 10 and up to the 13-yard line. That's close to a first down. Dragged down again by Murphy, and now Coach Sturgis is going to have to burn one here with $1:54 to go.
He's got one more left, right?
I believe so.
Yes, I think. I only remember one this half. They cut the one down this end of the field, I believe, was the only one that they called. So they can stop it again.
But
they're going to have to make something happen here.
Tall order.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ahead of Memorial. It'll be their first, if they do end up falling short here tonight, it'll be the first in-state loss of the season. As we mentioned, the Crusaders challenged themselves. They beat a team from Central Providence a year ago in Manchester before losing in the rematch to open this season down in Rhode Island. Since then, 4 straight in-state wins. But tonight, shut out in that first half. Turnover bug bit them. They do score 12 unanswered in the second half to make it interesting. But right now, as you mentioned, Concord, quote-unquote,
in the driver's seat.
In the driver's seat, up 9 here with $1:54 to go.
Yeah, they get a first down here. It's essentially, Nick, they can, with a 2-score lead, something's got to happen on this play right here. So I'm sure it'll go very conservative.
Crusaders will be ball hawking for sure.
Yeah, just going to keep a quarterback keeper. And
Nyhan hoping to hear the whistle. He does.
Smart call. He's a good leader. Both of these quarterbacks, Nick, I think are good leaders of the team on the offensive side of the ball. And
it's just short of the first down.
Yeah, you may look at the box score tonight, see that Colby Nyhan tossed a couple of interceptions, but
it's
nonetheless, he's been in control. He looked good on the touchdown strike.
Yeah.
And he's obviously made plays with his legs in the ground game as well, including scoring the fourth quarter touchdown.
And he's fired some real lasers, Nick. He's had some drop passes, too. That
3rd and 1, they keep it with Nyhan. Right side run, he's upended at about the 20-yard line, but that's more than enough to move the sticks, and that may do it.
Yep.
As the home fans starting to get to their feet here.
They ought to be very proud of.
Not going to stop the clock with now inside of a minute to go.
Ought to be very proud of their football team, Nick. This is a solid team, Memorial, that they're playing. It's been a hard fought game, and it's we can go over it after the game, but not hard to figure out why the score differential is where we're at right now. But both of these teams should be proud of themselves, and I think they're gonna be a tough teams to beat.
Nyhan going to take a knee. Clock not going to be stopped.
No.
The Memorial defense is going to head to the far side. The teams are going to shake hands at midfield, and this one is over. Concord, they're going to win their second straight. They're going to improve to 4-2 overall. 4-1 against the NHIAA. Memorial, they suffer their first setback since opening day and also slip to 4-2. Coming up, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, out-of-town scoreboard as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Colonial Printing is family owned and celebrating 50 years of quality print services for New Hampshire businesses and can help yours as well. Whether it's creative design, digital or offset printing, or banners and signs, with state-of-the-art technology, unlimited industry sources, and the ability to think outside the box, Colonial Printing will help you get your job done. To see their full list of services, promo products, and portfolio, or to request an estimate, visit colonialprintingnh.com. That's colonialprintingnh.com.
Well, Concord tonight, they opened the game with an onside kick and really set the tone for the evening. First Thursday night action statewide, welcoming in week number 6 statewide. That's Coach Gorkum there.
Yep.
His guys capitalized on 4 takeaways in that first half. They scored 2 touchdowns. The first from Tim Fambula, an 18-yard touchdown run. The second in the second quarter through the air from senior quarterback Colby Nyhan to his classmate Trevor Craig. And the home team looking good through 2 quarters. Memorial, they made a quarterback switch to begin the third. They turned over the keys to Colin Bolu, and he responded. 2 touchdowns in the third quarter for Bolu, 1 from 3, 1 from 1 yards out. And it was a 2-point game going into the fourth. But Concord put the game on ice, a lengthy drive aided by some untimely penalties against Memorial. And in the end, it's their senior quarterback, Colby Nyhan, who has the last laugh. He scores from 5 yards out. 21-12 is the final. Concord, they improved to 4-2 overall, 4-1 against in-state competition. Memorial in an identical spot, 4-2 overall, 4-1 against the NHIAA.
Yeah, I mean, you got 4 turnovers in the first half. Okay, and those are done by Memorial. They did that to themselves, and they know that. And you look at the different. This is a 21-12 game. There was mistakes made on the extra points by Memorial. At least 2 personal fouls. I believe there may have been 3. 2 of them at critical parts of the game where you need your team to keep its composure the best. Did not happen. But yet Memorial can walk away from here against a Concord team 12-21. So there's the Memorial side. Things to fix within your control. One thing you can't do is beat yourself. I think Memorial beat themselves tonight, Nick. But I also want to say at the same time that Concord, they came to play. They were tighter. They were more disciplined. And they didn't give the ball. They didn't give any turnovers. To me, that's the difference in this game. Concord looked extremely good and well-disciplined. Memorial looks extremely good, but's got to work on a little bit of discipline as far as ball carrying, protecting the football, and staying away from senseless penalties. To me, that's just the difference of the game. I applaud both teams. I think these are both playoff contenders without a doubt, Nick.
Yep.
We haven't seen the end of both of these teams. There's a lot to do for the remaining three games left in the regular season, but we'll see these guys again for sure. I'm impressed and really appreciate the effort and the passion that both of these teams put in this game tonight, because it was very entertaining to me. I appreciate both programs.
Want to remind folks, we're just getting going this weekend. Tomorrow, huge heavyweight matchup in Division I, Pinkerton at Bedford. The two-time defending D1 champion Bulldogs looking to fend off Pinkerton to stay unbeaten. The Astros reeling from an upset defeat against Salem.
Can't wait for that one, man.
We are underway at 6:45 tomorrow night. Kickoff comes your way at 7, Pinkerton at Bedford. Then on Saturday, we are on the west side of Manchester as the Blue Knights look to end Pelham's fourth longest active win streak in the country. The Pythons, who have won 4 straight in D2,
Closing
4 straight championships, have won 5 straight to begin the year to extend their streak to 46. Will it end in Manchester on Saturday? We will find out. So tomorrow night we're in Bedford. Saturday we're at Manchester West. Want to thank Steve Largy and his staff here at Concord. First time we've been able to work with the new AD. Big thumbs up from us. We appreciate it. Made it easy. And we look forward to working again in the future. For our crew at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, including John Barron, who spearheaded the setup tonight.
Great job, John.
Kat Doyle, who will not be joining us tomorrow, unfortunately.
We're going to miss her.
We're
going to miss her.
But we'll be having her back very shortly. And, of course, the third member of the Triceratops, that is, of course, Matt Beals down in the end zone tonight. The whole thing orchestrated without a flaw by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For my partner, executive producer,
Great
Steve
to be with
Beals.
you tonight, Nick.
My name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Concord 21, Memorial 12. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.